Welcome back. We are joined by royalty this Wednesday morning. I got the chance to sit down with Rey Feo LXXV, John McFadden, the Air Force veteran, talk to us about the party with a purpose, that's Fiesta. Here's how our conversation with the People's King went. So first things first, what makes Fiesta such an important event in the San Antonio community?
Well, it's just the origins of Fiesta date back to 1891 with the Battle of Flowers Parade. So this coming not this Friday, but next Friday, the Battle of Flowers is the second oldest parade in the nation, the second largest parade in the nation. It's the largest run by all women volunteers. And it started basically as a memorial to the fallen heroes of the Alamo and the Battle of Goliad and the Battle of San Jacinto. So if you go to the parade and you see it, you'll see that every single float has a flower arrangement on it, and every float stops in front of the Alamo and places flowers at the Alamo, like they've done every year since 1891. By the end of the day, the Alamo is just completely covered in flowers, almost buried in flowers. You can hardly see the Alamo because of all the flowers. So the Battle of Flowers Parade is what started Fiesta. And then over the years, it's grown and they've added more parades, they've added more events to where today Fiesta is an 11-day festival. It's the fourth largest festival in the United States. There's over 100 organizations that belong to the San Antonio Fiesta Commission that are all charities, 501c3s, just like the one that I'm a member of. And they all throw events during Fiesta to raise money for their charities. So it's a party with a purpose.
All right. I like that idea, party with a purpose. So we all are about, in terms of what the royal court entails, you guys are raising, from my understanding, a Rey Feo scholarship fund.
Right. So in 1947, the Rey Feo came into being, the People's King, if you will. The Cavaliers have King Antonio. So right now for Fiesta, there are 2 kings and 5 queens that are considered official Fiesta royalty. King Antonio's been around for about 102 years. I was Rey Feo 75 last year. We're on Rey Feo 76 this year. So in 1947, basically the people decided they wanted the People's King. And so or the ugly king. It goes back into medieval Spanish legacy where the king wasn't doing his job, and so the people raised up their own king who took care of health, nutrition, education. In our case, the Rey Feo Educational Foundation and the Consejo organization that supports the Rey Feo. We work all year long raising money for scholarships. It's a 2-year commitment for the Rey Feo. And during my 1-year reign, our court, our team, with my wife, the royal consort, and the court that we selected, the team to help put this whole thing together, we were able to raise $1.5 million for scholarships for mostly underserved first generation Bexar County students to be able to go to either a 4-year school, a trade school, a 2-year school. And as a retired active duty Air Force officer, we also took the military ambassadors along with us and really promoted the military as a way to further your education. And when I say that, so as Rey Feo, we visited 115 schools in Bexar County and talked to over 67,000 school children about the importance of staying in school, getting a good education, and regardless of your circumstances, when you graduate, we'll be there to help you go whatever direction you want to go to further your education.
How do those children get involved in the scholarship fund? Are they hand selected? Is there a written assessment that has to go into it?
They go to the Rey Feo website, and it's an online application process. And basically, they're scored through a system and a lot of it is based on economic need.
Okay. And take me through the levels of the court. We have a king and a queen and princesses. What's the expensiveness of it all?
So yeah, so the Rey Feo is the ugly king, and then the other official fiesta queen would be La Reina de la Feria de las Flores, the queen of the flower festival, usually a teenager, young 20s, and also raising money for scholarships. La Reina Linda is the other queen, and typically a married lady in the late 20s, early 30s, 40s, and again, raising money for scholarships for kids. So if you look at the pictures, you'll see typically the three of us with various members of the court, and then we have a prime minister and a events minister, a military minister. So we had 12 different ministers that helped us put together all the fundraisers and all the events. All told, over the course of the year, we probably made 270, 290 appearances.
Wow.
I mean, it's a full-time, it is a full-time job.
Take me through what it is and what you're partaking in during the entirety of Fiesta.
During Fiesta, actually, the Rey Feo, the queens, and the entire court actually move into a hotel downtown, and we are attending of the 150 events that make Fiesta. We probably, over the course of that 11 days, attend way over 100 of those events.
Okay, and now that we are passing the torch over to the next Rey Feo, what is some advice that you could possibly give?
Well, the Rey Feo 76 is Fabian Castillo, and he's doing a fantastic job raising money and our school visits. I know he's over 100 school visits, and they're getting ready to move into the host hotel downtown and hit it. He's doing a great job, and the advice that I gave him was stay unified, because it is a long days, and so you just got to really link arms with the entire court, stay unified, and slow down to enjoy it, because it goes by like the blink of an eye.
What was one of your favorite moments being the 75th Rey Feo?
My favorite moments were always the school visits, because the look of hope on the kids' faces, and the ability to give them hope that where maybe they didn't think that there were going to be options after high school, that now there are. And then the looks on the kids' faces when we handed out the checks in August, and not just the kids' faces. We at the scholarship luncheon where we handed out the checks, it was the look on the parents' faces, and the look of relief, knowing that their kids were getting some backing and able to pursue their education when they wouldn't have otherwise.
I'm so glad that you were able to provide more insight for me and maybe even others out there that didn't know what the extensiveness and how much work actually goes into this. Thank you so much for all the things that we've talked about today.
You're very welcome. And so one of the things you're going to have to know when you go there,
okay,
is that when you get to the end of anything, the someone is going to yell this, and they're going to say "Viva Fiesta," and then your response is "Viva." All right. Okay. So "Viva Fiesta!"
Viva!
Boom.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you to our first royal visitor on River City News. Viva John, viva.